The Hernandez family saw something they can't explain, captured by their home security cameras in Clovis.
Ghosts are one of the most bizarre and unnatural phenomena ever to captivate the human mind. Over centuries, humans have remained convinced that sometimes people don't just disappear after death. Instead, they come back in the form of strange, silvery, and oftentimes transparent creatures. So today, we're diving into the darkness and exploring some of the most shocking and disturbing ghost videos that have ever been recorded. Whether it's unseen ghosts, moving objects, infamous poltergeists finally caught on camera, or apparitions that defy explanation, these videos are bound to give you chills. Our experts have scoured the internet to find the most believable and downright haunting pieces of footage ever caught on camera. So get ready to be scared and freaked out. No matter if you're a paranormal expert who's looking to see new and compelling evidence, a skeptic looking to be convinced, or just someone who wants a healthy dose of the supernatural, these videos are sure to fit your style. Let's dive in and explore disturbing ghost videos you weren't meant to see. Pet cam haunting. Let's travel to England, where a couple was left confused, terrified, and wondering if their dream home is haunted after a ghost appeared and spooked a visiting dog on a pet cam. Victoria Hepworth and her fiancé, Joe Shard, were dog-sitting Kiwi, a 1-year-old black Labrador, when they decided to set up a motion sensor security camera in their living room. The next morning, they were shocked to see footage of Kiwi leaping around the room in an attempt to get away from a tall, floating figure dressed in white. The eerie apparition appeared to have a clearly defined head and shoulders, and even cast a shadow on the wall. It was really weird, Hepworth admitted. I wouldn't say either of us particularly believes in ghosts, but it looks like it's floating or hovering. And while this horrifying ghost sighting might be enough to make anyone want to move out of their own home, this wasn't the first time the couple had experienced something unexplainable. I remember on the day we moved in, my nephew, who was 2 years old at the time, and their family puppy was sitting about halfway up the stairs, and both of them burst into tears at the exact same time, Hepworth revealed. This disturbing encounter captured on a pet cam just adds to the mysteries surrounding their 135-year-old home. Let's just say they were probably looking for a new home after seeing this footage. Beer ghost.
Yeah.
See that?
Oh.
I didn't get it all of it, see what I mean?
Let's travel to the White Swan Inn, located in Bedfordshire, England, a county known for its ghost stories and supernatural sightings. The 300-year-old pub has recently made headlines for its resident ghost, a spirit who seems to have a particular disdain for beer. CCTV footage from the pub captured a bottle of beer mysteriously shooting off a shelf and smashing to the ground, with no one around to have caused it. Pub manager Tasha Magnan believes the ghost may be a former regular at the pub who recently passed away, but other creepy incidents suggest there may be more than one spirit haunting the White Swan Inn. One particularly eerie moment caught on camera shows a pint of beer toppling over on a table with no explanation. Could this be the work of the beer-destroying ghost? The pub staff certainly seems to think so. The bar staff were so spooked out after that, Magnan stated. They felt the chills of the aftermath of our beer-destroying ghost, whether it's a former regular who passed away or another unexplainable entity. This pub certainly seems to have a ghostly presence that enjoys causing mischief. In fact, it's freaked out so many people that some even refuse to step inside. Cheers to that. Main apartment haunting. Let's travel to an apartment in Maine, where an internet user recently posted about their harrowing experience with possible ghostly activity. This individual had installed home security cameras and was shocked to find footage of strange orbs moving around in their kitchen at night. The orbs seemed to be heading towards the knives, a disturbing detail that was not lost on the poster. While they were unsure if this was a true haunting or just a glitch in the camera system, the fact that they lived near a haunted location only added to the mystery. The video has since gone viral and sparked a debate about the existence of ghosts and the validity of paranormal phenomena. While some commenters have claimed that it's simply headlights or light reflections, others are convinced that it's a case of real paranormal activity. The poster has yet to provide an update on any further spooky encounters in their apartment, but we can only hope they have some protection from whatever may be causing these orbs to appear. And when they later confirm that they always kept their blinds closed, any theory of headlights can be debunked. Perhaps it's time for this individual to invest in some holy water or a ghost detector. Clovis family haunting.
The Hernandez family saw something they can't explain, captured by their home security cameras in Clovis.
Let's travel to a home in Clovis, where one family claims to have captured a ghost on their home security camera. The Hernandez family was having dinner when they saw an unexpected image move across their camera screen. It appears to be a human-like figure, with distinct movements of arms and legs. Initially, only the husband saw the figure on camera, but when they all went over to inspect it, they were convinced that it was a ghost. The figure could be seen on camera, with ghostly arms, legs, and an ethereal glow. The family believes that their home has a history, as it was the site of an uncle's home that was then torn down to build the duplexes they now live in. They claim that the uncle passed away in the home and may have left a ghostly presence behind. This one is definitely brighter. You can see it 100%, and you can see the movement of either arms or legs going with the body as it goes by, Hernandez said, as she explained the haunting and unnerving footage that was caught on camera. This is one ghost sighting that will give anyone checking their home security footage a second thought. Cannabis shop haunting. Let's take a trip to Eastbourne, East Sussex, where a cannabis shop owner has just discovered potential proof that he's not alone in his store. Tommy Meredith, 36, has been experiencing strange occurrences in his shop for the past year, with objects falling off shelves and a feeling that someone or something is watching him. But it wasn't until he reviewed his CCTV footage from January 26th that he became convinced that his shop was haunted. In the video, a can of drink can be seen flying off a shelf with no physical contact, and Tommy's dog looks up seconds before the object moves, as if sensing a presence. "I think whoever is doing it is saying, 'I'm here, pay attention,'" Tommy said. There's no question that this shocking footage is enough to make anyone think twice about wandering into this haunted cannabis shop. While this ghost might just be chill and picking up its daily dose of cannabis, there's no question that the footage is wildly unnerving. It's like something pushed it off, Tommy explained. After that, it's no surprise that he's now considering hiring some ghost hunters to investigate the matter. Ansley Old Church.
Next to it, we've got the old Ansley Hall, reputedly one of the most haunted buildings.
Let's travel to Ansley Old Church in Mansfield, where a group of ghost hunters from Sheffield had a terrifying encounter that left them gobsmacked. Sean Pask and Michelle Booth set out to investigate the medieval church, which has been unused for years. Armed with special phone apps and cameras, they spent the night exploring the abandoned church and communicating with any potential spirits. But it wasn't until they returned home and closely examined their photos that they were shocked to find what appeared to be ghostly faces in a picture they took of bars over a door in the church. Of course, skeptics were quick to dismiss this harrowing footage, claiming that they could just be seeing things and that there might not actually be faces there at all. But Sean and Michelle stand by their belief that these are indeed ghosts captured on camera, and with the creepy and unsettling atmosphere of the abandoned church, it's hard not to believe them, whether you're a believer or a skeptic. This disturbing ghost sighting at Ansley Old Church is bound to make you think twice about spending a night in a deserted location. Sometimes it's best not to mess with the supernatural. Haunted police station.
Mexico, meantime, is said to have captured a ghost on video.
Next up, let's take a look at some footage from Espanola, New Mexico, where police officer Carl Romero was keeping an eye on surveillance cameras around the station when he saw something very strange. An apparition appeared to walk through a gate and then disappeared into thin air. The footage has led to countless ghostly speculations and debate. Could this really be a ghost caught on camera, or is it just a technical glitch or some clever editing prank? Police have claimed that this isn't the first time they've experienced strange occurrences at the station, but this is the first time they have visual evidence. Allegedly, these police officers had been hearing strange noises for years with no explanation. But with this haunting footage, it's safe to say that they may need to call in a ghost investigator for some answers. After all, now there's visual evidence of an apparent haunting, which just might be enough to convince even the most skeptical critic. Whatever this bizarre entity is, let's just hope it's not malicious and out to haunt the police officers for eternity. While this haunting might seem innocent enough, that's not always the case. Phantom crash. This Instagram video of a car crash might seem harmless enough at first, but a closer look will reveal something much more chilling. As the car approaches a T-junction, it turns right and then suddenly spins out of control, causing damage to the hood without hitting anything. The car then spins back 25 to 30 meters, as if an unseen force is pushing it. This ghostly incident was captured on camera in a spectacular manner, and it has left viewers wondering what caused it. After all, it doesn't look as if the car has hit anything, and instead, it's seemingly moved and pushed about by some invisible force. Many internet commenters weighed in on the situation, saying they could feel the evil energy emanating from the video. Some even speculated that it could be a curse from a disgruntled customer, targeting the car and its driver. Whatever the explanation may be, it's undoubtedly a disturbing and haunting event caught on camera. There's no explanation for how this car mysteriously spun around and crashed into an invisible object, so the only thing viewers can conclude is that something supernatural is taking place. Why the entity wants to harm drivers on this specific road or in this specific car remains a mystery, but it's a haunting event that will continue to puzzle and terrify those who see it. Michigan Poltergeist.
Family in Highland, Michigan believes their house is actually haunted and thinks something is harming their little girl.
Let's travel to Michigan, where a couple claims their baby was scratched by a ghost caught on camera. Heather Bro and Joshua Higgins set up a baby monitor in their child's room and captured an eerie, blurry figure moving past the crib. After the incident, their 15-month-old daughter, Lily, reportedly had unexplained scratches all over her body. The couple has since gone public with the video, saying they will not sleep in the same room until they can afford to move out. Both parents are terrified, wanting to protect their daughter and keep her as safe as possible, while some internet users have called foul play, claiming that it must be one of the parents who harmed the baby. The couple maintains that the scratches appeared moments after the ghostly figure was seen on the monitor, and with actual footage to back up this theory, it's hard to argue against it. After all, when it comes to ghostly encounters, it's better to be safe than sorry. For this Michigan couple, keeping their baby safe is the first priority, and that's why they decided to move homes. That, and they were probably freaked out as well, too. Haunted school. Next, let's take a detour and head to Park CBS, a school in Ireland that has gained notoriety because of its supposed hauntings. While this isn't the first video that surfaced from the haunted school, it's one of the most disturbing. In the footage, we see a hallway in complete darkness, with only the faint sound of distant crashes and bangs. Suddenly, a backpack flies off a row of lockers and a poster seemingly moves itself off the wall. But the scariest moment comes when a chair appears to move on its own, dragging itself along the floor. The principal of the school has denied any involvement in the video, leaving many viewers spooked and wondering if the school is truly haunted by unseen forces. According to the principal, the video footage was not altered in any way, making the strange occurrences even more chilling. Whether it's a prank or genuine paranormal activity, this video is bound to send shivers down your spine. "We couldn't understand how this had occurred," the principal said in an email. "If it is a prank, it's very well done." So if you're ever near Park CBS, make sure to keep an eye out for any unusual happenings and maybe stay away from the school at night. It's a frightening thing for many parents, some of whom have actually considered pulling their children out of school because of the spooky events that have taken place. Angel lights. Orbs are a common supernatural occurrence caught on tape, and this story is no different. But the footage captured on a homeowner's security camera in Jacksonville, Florida is downright chilling. After noticing strange activity in her house, the woman set up security cameras to monitor her home. The next day, she found footage that she believed showed a ghost or angel in her living room. The footage shows a bright, strobing light that eventually forms the shape of an orb with two eyes in the center. The homeowner can be heard on the video expressing her disbelief and fear at what she is seeing. Skeptics say that the light is simply a reflection or natural lighting, but the woman stands by her belief that it is something paranormal. The video also captures what appears to be a person looking through her window, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Whether it's a supernatural occurrence or something explainable, one thing is for sure, and that's the fact this video is bound to send shivers down your spine. While the homeowner herself remains convinced that these lights are of angelic origin, not everyone would feel the same. Is it an angel, a ghost, a trick of the light, or even a demon? Disney's Ghost. Disneyland might be the last place that comes to mind when you think of a supernatural encounter, but the park has a hauntingly famous ghost story that has captured the imaginations of Disney fans for years. According to legend, Walt Disney himself haunts the park and can sometimes be seen wandering the grounds after dark. While many fans have claimed to see the ghost of the founder of the happiest place on earth, one lucky security camera caught a glimpse of this supposed ghostly figure in 2009. The footage shows a dark figure walking around the park long after all the guests and employees have gone home for the night. Some believe it is the spirit of Walt Disney himself checking in on his beloved creation. While there is no concrete evidence to support this theory, it certainly adds to the mystique and magic of Disneyland. Who knows what other supernatural occurrences may be happening at the park after dark? And maybe, just maybe, one of those occurrences is Walt Disney's ghost keeping an eye on his legacy. Seen in multiple locations around the park, this eerie ghost sighting is enough to make anyone want to skip the late-night park adventures. Let's stick to Disneyland in the daytime, okay? Haunted apartment. In one Reddit post that's straight out of most people's nightmares, a user captured a haunting image inside his apartment while his housemates were away. The seemingly normal photo at first glance becomes suddenly chilling when you zoom in on a door at the end of the hallway and see a faint outline of a face or mask. What's even more disturbing is that this Redditor was home alone at the time and had heard strange noises coming from the kitchen before taking the photo. He then checked every room and found no one else in the house. This terrifying experience prompted him to pack his bags and move out. While some internet users theorized it was just someone playing a prank on the Redditor, others believed it to be a genuine ghostly encounter. After taking it, I checked the kitchen and found no one. I then checked every room and no one else was in my house. The front door was locked and all windows were shut too. No idea what's happened, the user wrote in an additional comment on the thread. And while it's possible this was just a well-orchestrated prank, most experts that weighed in admitted that it seemed legitimate. Could this be some demonic haunting or a hoax? It's anyone's guess, but we wouldn't blame this guy for wanting to move out ASAP after this spooky encounter. Ghostly pet. Let's travel all the way back in time to 2019, where a New York couple's home security footage captures what appears to be a human-like spirit walking around their home, along with a smaller animal-like pet of some sort. Joey Nolan and his wife were both shocked and disturbed to find this chilling apparition on their cameras, especially since they had recently had a dream about a dog. However, upon viewing the footage, they were both immediately convinced that it was no coincidence, and that their home was indeed haunted. The figure in the video looks human-like, taking deliberate steps in the kitchen, while the smaller figure seems to scurry around in a more animalistic manner. This startling footage quickly spread across the internet, leaving viewers both terrified and fascinated. And if that wasn't enough to send shivers down your spine, Joey's wife also reported feeling a strange presence in their home and hearing odd noises during the night. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, this footage is sure to make you question what exactly might be lurking in the corners of your own home. Fort Horsted. Let's head to Fort Horsted in Rochester, England, where ghost hunters from Maidstone were left stunned after a mysterious child's face appeared in a photo taken during a paranormal investigation. The team had been exploring the underground tunnels of the fort when they heard a shuffling noise down a dark alleyway. During the night, the team also used an Ouija board and claimed to have communicated with a child spirit. However, it wasn't until investigator Colin Waterman was reviewing his photos that he noticed the eerie face in the background. In the photo, a nightmarish face can be seen staring directly at the camera. It's one of the most disturbing faces, with seemingly wide eyes, black holes where the irises should be, and a twisted, inhuman air to it. Waterman claimed that he had captured other spirits on camera in the past, but this was the clearest and most chilling face he had ever seen. Some might question the authenticity of the photo, but one thing is for sure, the ghost hunters were definitely spooked by what they captured on camera. I skipped past the photo and went, hang on a minute, and I zoomed in, lightened it up, and it came up as a little face, Waterman recalled. That's more than enough to keep you up at night.